Machine, a veteran here in the Southern California region, although debuting here on NWA Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Excalibur, I know that this individual is someone that you are very familiar with.
Very familiar with. I've seen him do it a million times before, and it never gets old. Disco Machine hailing from Tempe, Armenia, Studio 54. The Middle East is a region that's beset by troubles, but Disco Machine bringing peace to the Middle East through his dance moves.
Always a party atmosphere whenever the Disco Machine is involved.
And Disco, I mean, he is a veteran, a multi-year veteran here in Southern California. Also no stranger to TV audiences at home, making his return to television here at NWA Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Whoa!
Look out there, Angelo Trinidad, a little bumping and grinding.
Disco Machine getting a warm welcome here in Hollywood. His type of crowd.
Best in the business, baby. Best in the prodigy.
Peter Avalon, well documented. His association with the Standard has done wonders for his confidence. Like a different competitor in there has been very, very impressive as of late.
Todd, he's been hugely impressive. I mean, the first time I saw Peter, he was 120 pounds soaking wet, and now he's 120 pounds bone dry. And so, I mean, the Standard can only be attributed for his growth. But let me ask you something, Todd. As a professional wrestler, ever been sued for false advertising in his nickname? Was Peter Avalon ever pretty at one point in his life? Because he's not pretty now.
Well, you know, it certainly doesn't lack any in self-confidence. He looks in the mirror, he sees, I truly believe that he sees the biggest man in pro wrestling when he looks in the mirror, and that confidence does wonders.
But Disco Machine, he definitely has the experience edge here. And Peter Avalon, he's got a tall order. He is the youngest, the smallest member of the Standard. Disco Machine, he's just here to have a good time. And so I think all the pressure in this match is on Peter Avalon as Disco getting in the head of Avalon once again.
I thought he was going to challenge him there to a Greco-Roman knuckle lock, but a little more dancing, unorthodox moves here. How do you prepare to wrestle someone like Disco Machine?
That's the thing, you can't. I mean, Disco, he's out there to dance, he's out there to have fun. And, you know, I mean, if he wins a championship here in NWA, it's fantastic for him, but his goal is just to have as much fun as possible wrestling, and he does that through his through the mastery of dance. And he also happens to inflict quite a bit of punishment on the lower limbs of Peter Avalon while he's doing it.
Dropping down, dishing out some punishment, now sliding, going after Avalon on the outside. Little game of cat and mouse here early.
Got the legs swept out to Disco Machine, and Avalon showing some veteran-like tricks there. I'm surprised he caught Disco unawares like that.
Well, and certainly, but does that really come as much of a surprise when you think the company he keeps? He's been in there he's been training with the likes of the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, Scrap Iron Adam Pearce. Austin Aries, a former world champion in his own right.
Lateral press only gets a 2 count for Peter Avalon, and no, I guess, I mean, when you put it in that context, it's not surprising. But, you know, I mean, I think if Pearce and Aries were to, you know, to watch this match and give Peter Avalon some pointers, don't take a man like Disco so lightly. You know, when you go for the pinfall, hook the leg. This guy has 10 years of experience, and there you see, hooking the leg. Maybe he hurt me.
That was right on cue there. Nice leg lariat by Peter Avalon. Went into the cover, but a lot of fight left in the veteran.
Avalon coming off the ropes. Disco Machine takes him down with the big clothesline. Now the back elbow. Avalon back up on his feet once again. Scoop! And the slam! Disco Machine puts Avalon down. There we see deep cover. 1-2. Only a 2 count for Disco Machine.
And that just goes to show you, you can't let the antics of Disco Machine take away from the fact that he is a veteran. He's very technically sound. A lot of offense here, now stringing together some vertical suplexes here, snap suplex, takes him over perhaps for a third, no, drives him down.
Face first into the canvas goes Avalon, and that big nose of his hit the canvas about 6 inches before the rest of his body did. And so Peter Avalon, I mean, maybe he needs to change his name to Not So Pretty Peter Avalon.
Might have broken his fall there, but now if you're Disco Machine though, you might want to use that disco ball and take a look. use its mirrored surface, because you almost have to have eyes in the back of your head. The standard are never too far away when any one of its members are competing in the squared circle.
That's very true. And Avalon, after that huge guillotine on the top rope, comes off with the body press off the top rope, taking Disco down, only getting a 2 count. And Disco Machine, he is reeling. Not too much dancing coming out of the man from Armenia right now.
Again, that was a beautiful cross body by Avalon. Really showing a lot of the tools he's got in that toolbox of his, but...
And there we see the dancing and the big elbow drop across the chest of Avalon. Avalon gasping for breath as his wind has just been driven out of him. Disco kicks him in the stomach. Now telegraphing it a little bit, calling up, going up to the top rope, walking on the top, and the big leg drop off the top rope from Disco Machine, hook of the leg, 2, only a 2 count.
Only a count of 2. Nice resiliency displayed there by Avalon, but Disco Machine has got him in trouble. And wow, what a win it would be for Disco Machine to get a win over a member of the standard in his NWA
He's got him locked up for that choke breaker. That is his finishing maneuver. And you're exactly right. That would be a huge victory for Disco Machine. But now we see the referee taking a glancing blow. Avalon pulling Disco out. And the Martinis just drive Disco Machine's face into the canvas. 2, 3. That is it. Avalon, with a little bit of confusion to the referee, comes away with a victory over this longtime veteran. A surprising victory, but that just goes to show you the standard doing wonders for the career of young Avalon.
Great victory there by Avalon. Took advantage. Momentary distraction there. Referee came into play, was a little out of position. That got Disco Machine turned around, and it allowed Peter Avalon to hit the Martinis, as you said, and took him down. But I got to think that we're going to see more of Disco Machine here as well. He looked good even in defeat.
I can guarantee this is not the last of Disco Machine that these folks in Hollywood have seen. This man's got a lot of fight in his heart, and he's got a lot of dance in his heart, and he wants to share it with everybody at home and in the building right now.
Victim of circumstances there. Certainly don't think it was the last dance for the Disco Machine, and he proves it here. And folks, now we're going to take a special look at the Rock Nest Monsters preparing for battle.